Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Comm. This is Comm number 18, and we're going to talk about 3 different topics. The topics we're going to talk about are The Haunting of Verdansk releasing tomorrow, Phil Spencer's interview in which he said it's something controversial, and Brooke AB talking about her stalker experience. So let's get into the 3 topics. So starting off with The Haunting of Verdansk, something we've probably been waiting for, and the trailer looks absolutely amazing, man. This is probably one of the most exciting events to come to Call of Duty in a very long time. Other than the Cold War event that happened only a month ago, this is very exciting to see that Infinity Ward and Activision are putting these types of events in Warzone, and it just makes Warzone that much more enjoyable. So what you're going to get in this event, you're going to get 16 trick-or-treat rewards. You're also going to get the Haunted Verdansk map, along with a Halloween mosh pit, gunfight, nighttime plunder, nighttime BR, zombie royale, a juggernaut royale, onslaught ER mode, TDM snipers only mode. You're also going to get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Dr. Harlow Lives, and the Saw bundle, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, this is such a good thing for Warzone. I mean, you're getting a slew of content, and it begins tomorrow on October 20th. So I'm really excited to get into that, man. And if you haven't seen the trailer, I will be playing it for you guys in the background so you guys can see. And I'm just thrilled to see something like this happen. A Halloween event for Warzone makes Warzone so much more enjoyable. Can't wait to get into it with my friends, and I'll have that up for you guys to watch on the channel, of course. Yeah, I can't wait for it. Haunting of Verdansk comes out tomorrow for Warzone. Let's get into it. I'll see you guys in the Warzone. Really excited for it. Now moving on to other news, Phil Spencer's interview that he had with a little news outlet. He said, basically what he said in this interview was that the Bethesda titles didn't have to be, or don't have to be released multi-plat for Microsoft to make a return on investment. Meaning that even though Microsoft paid $7.5 billion, they could legitimately only release those games on Microsoft consoles only, and they would still make a profit, which is saying something, man. That is... those words carry some weight on them, because they could really pose a threat to Sony's put a strain on Microsoft exclusivity deals. Also, it could put a strain on Sony's exclusivity and sales, because some people are really invested in Bethesda games. I mean, you have games like Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, I mean, Wolfenstein, a whole slew of games, and it's not just Bethesda that was bought out, it's the whole parent company, ZeniMax, lineup of developers that have created such amazing games. The Evil Within, I mean, you could go on and on, but, you know, for Phil Spencer to say that, I don't think he's sort of directing it towards Sony, but it does definitely, you know, pose the question, will they be having exclusives? Will exclusives be a thing for Bethesda going on in the future, especially with new titles such as the Elder Scrolls 6 and many others? I mean, these are the questions you got to ask yourself, and that little answer that Phil Spencer gave, I mean, that kind of like tells you where Microsoft may be going in the future. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt. Maybe he's just saying it to say it, but either way, interesting to see how Microsoft sees it, or maybe how Phil Spencer sees it. You know, he understands that they really don't need to release these games on multiple platforms, neither Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, or, I mean, PC, you know, release them on Microsoft consoles and they could make the return on investment. Obviously, I think it'd take a lot longer. Yeah, I mean, that's something in and of itself. Tell me what you guys think about that in the comments below. Did Phil Spencer mean that games might be exclusive, or is he just talking just to talk the talk? Either way, I applaud Phil Spencer for his work on Xbox, and the guy has done an amazing job. Moving on to the next topic, and the final topic, we're going to talk about something a little more serious, talking about Brooke AB. Now, if you don't know who she is a female streamer on Twitch and is part of 100 Thieves, and she had something to say on Twitter, and it was a twit longer that basically discussed her stalking experience. This isn't the first time we've seen this in the gaming community. We've seen this from other streamers, specifically female streamers, who have been targeted by, well, let's just say people in society in general who may have an issue mentally, or they go nuts, man. They stalk these women because they get obsessed or some other thing. Either way, what I'm here to say is just kind of put, you know, 2 and 2 together and kind of give you guys my thoughts on the whole situation. So she says that the federal law enforcement's FBI and other agencies around the country have been helping her and her family like deal with these threats coming from these online stalkers, or maybe in real life stalkers, who have targeted her in some very mean and nasty ways by threatening her life and those around her. Like I said, this isn't the first time this has happened. This has happened to other female streamers. I know there have been several examples, such as Sweet Anita, also a streamer on Twitch. This stuff is pretty serious, man, when you are threatening someone's life. Even if you may see it as a joke, I mean, at the end of the day, that's someone's life. You shouldn't be threatening people online because of things they did. You don't know them personally, and this is what I'm trying to get at. There's a clear divide between knowing someone personally and knowing someone through online. It's kind of dangerous, especially for females. You know, females can be posed as a better target. They're often targeted in a sexual manner or just in a very terrible, insulting manner or extreme manner. This is, I'm honestly not going to say this is exclusively only for females. I understand there are some male streamers who also may encounter these things. At the end of the day, you know, we're talking about people. She did say that the federal authorities have helped her, and they've made a great step in finding and figuring out who these people are. So these people aren't safe entirely from being anonymous, but you can ask for help, and she will help along with many other assets that the federal authorities may offer. So I'll leave her link in the description below. So if you do want to check her out, go ahead and check her out. That's all I have to say on that topic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this choke on. We discussed 3 different topics: the haunting of Verdansk, Phil Spencer's comments in an interview, and finally the Brooke AB Stalker situation, which many others in the community face. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A little more serious at the end, but hopefully not too serious for you guys. If you haven't not yet, check out my other videos, check out my channel, and if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Helps the channel a lot. And that's all for me, guys. Goodbye. Have a good one.